Spaceghost live interviews from planet Earth. Hey, welcome back to Spaceghost live interviews from Earth. We're here with our special guest, a man who lost a hand in a show and a couple other things. You want to introduce yourself?
I lost my hand in a show and a couple other things.
Well, I'm sure. Well, you did have a dingleberry earlier, and I don't know where that went.
It went away, unfortunately. I am Ross Marquand.
There we go.
I love your show very much.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate. I love your shows. Multiple, plurals. You've been on plural shows, movies, all kinds of cool things.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah. I heard you had a dinglehopper earlier.
I did.
Just a single dinglehopper, which seems to be a little odd.
It fell off.
Or is it a berry? Dingleberry.
Dingleberry.
Dingleberry. You did have a baggie of dingleberries.
Yeah.
Is it a baggie of dingleberries a normal thing?
Yeah, it's a pretty normal thing, I think.
Just one out of the beer. You can look at me, you can look at there, you can look up there, you can look over there.
Can I look up there?
We can look up there. If we look up there, we look like superheroes just staring into space.
That's beautiful. Wow.
I know the ductwork is fantastic in this building.
So nice.
It's
really nice.
I know you've been here for like 3 days straight.
Yeah.
You must be tired of the ductwork.
No, I love the duct. I love good ductwork.
It's patterning.
Do you have any duct tape?
We do actually have duct tape. If you need duct tape, you need duct tape.
Well, I just got a hole in my jacket.
You do? Where's the hole?
Oh, it's in the inside.
Oh, on the inside.
Yeah.
You can fix that all up, yeah?
Really?
We have costuming here. We can grab costuming. We can get them taken care of. I'm sure she's wandering about aimlessly somewhere.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This has been fantastic, though. I love having you on the show.
Well,
talking about dinglehoppers, pointing at the ceiling.
All D words.
All D words. Lots of D words. Dinglehopper, dangling, ductwork.
Do you want to start a band called the Dingling Ductworks?
Oh, we could. We were earlier going to write a song about metal ghosting.
We were.
Yeah, I mean, we could write a song about dangling ductwork with metal ghosting.
We sure should.
We sure should. That would be one of the lines. If we could say "sure should" a lot in the song. I think it'd be a hit. Yeah, it'd be the bearded man and the ghost.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. That sounds like a '70s show.
It does.
The bearded man and the ghost. Oh, hey.
Then I could just stop shaving. It would clump up. Oh, look, it's our other interviewee. Yeah, I told her you were going to come and interrupt her interview.
Oh,
now
nice.
She's interrupting your interview.
Great.
Does that mean she's getting bigger than you?
Yeah, I can tell you right now.
We could let her wander in.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, she's a nice looking lady. I mean, I don't know. You could say hi.
Would you like to come on up here?
Introducing your champion. Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
This mic at home.
You do?
It's a Yeti Blue.
Oh, well, we have one here.
It's a great mic.
It's huge. It looks like retro. It's like 1950s all over again.
Yeah, and I record all my auditions on it. The sound quality
That's great. I should start doing that, shouldn't I? Recording my... I know.
You have a great voice.
I try.
I don't know if you get told that.
I do. I got actually stopped by a couple other people today and said, well, you should do voice work. And I'm like, well, I kind of do.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
But I haven't had my big break yet. So
The big break. The idea of a big break is a fable.
Is it overrated?
Mythos. I feel like you have a series of small breaks throughout your life.
That's true.
It's like the ocean. It breaks a little further on the shore each time as the tide comes in.
It's funny. I wrote a speech recently about ripples, and that's kind of what it was.
Oh, yeah. One small thing you do.
Yeah, it plops in and it goes out, and then somebody else is over there, and it's crazy.
It's a beautiful image of it plopping in.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't use that part during the speech, because then people would be like, no, that's wrong. We don't want plopping. We don't want that. I mean, the ripples, though, were fantastic.
The ripples, yeah.
Have you been enjoying yourself here in the Arctic blast north?
I have. I'm from Indiana originally.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
you're kind of at least used to our non-tropical ever weather.
Yeah, the gray, the little bit of snow.
We're in the mud season right now. Monday will be in full-on horrible winter.
That's the thing. When I moved to LA, I still had the ice scraper in my car, and I didn't throw it away.
Yeah, what are you using?
Until like 5 years
Bugs?
in, right? To if you need to jimmy
getting
the window open,
like the paper things out from underneath the windshields that people leave.
Yeah. That would be a good use for it.
Right. Well, you jimmy the locks. But then somebody's probably going to arrest you. It's going to be a whole thing.
Have you ever had to break into your own house because you couldn't?
No, I fly. I have superpowers. I just do this, and then Actually, I like to do it one-armed a lot. So I look more. Yes, you look more heroic that way.
It's true.
I don't know what the other trailing arm does, but it just looks cool.
It like holds back other people who want to take your heroic spot.
Like this, see, and then you're fine. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, and I mean, I live on the ghost planet, so we don't really have to worry about cars.
That's a good point.
We also
you
don't
must
have
save a lot on gas then.
Well, there's no cars. I don't even know if we have gas. I've never drilled a hole.
Not even for fun?
Do you drill holes for fun?
I mean, that's what we did in Indiana.
You literally
Wasn't
just got
anything else
bored
to
and
do.
grab a 2x4 and just
Well, yeah. For high school theater, we sure did.
Wow.
For putting together the set.
My high school was different on the Ghost Planet. They never let us drill holes for fun.
Really? What did they have you do then for extracurriculars?
For extracurriculars, they actually stuck me in acting class and made me do Shakespearean theater.
See, that's probably a more productive use of your time.
Although
than
at one
drilling
point I
holes.
was a dancer. I don't know why.
Can we see a little dance now?
I do this.
I think that's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, I can do that behind the desk. Everything's got to be done behind the desk. I have limited space.
It's true, but it's a very nice desk. And
It
a
is.
Very nice microphone.
It's got wheels too. I can roll around. I can do roving guerrilla-style interviews with it.
Have you done that?
And not here, but usually.
That's fun.
We just roll up. I just do this and walk with it. That way I look, like a late-night talk show host on the prowl.
On the prowl.
With a desk.
I hear that's how Conan O'Brien gets his guests.
Yeah, he just wanders around with a desk
his
and
desk
attacks
is much
people.
taller because he's
he's
8'5".
like, what is he? Yes, I thought he was 9 foot. I might be exaggerating
you're
by
right.
at least a foot. Yes, he's a tall, awkward Irishman with red hair.
Gotta love him.
I know. He's the baseline for what everybody else does.
I agree.
You've got to be more interesting and more awkward than Conan O'Brien, no matter what you do.
When I first moved to LA, I worked in a restaurant for a little while, and it was a restaurant where we would get a lot of celebrities would come in. They were regulars, and I was the seating hostess. And one day I'm there, and I hear a voice say, "Excuse me, table for two?" And I look up, and I see a chest, and then I look about 5 more feet up, and it's Conan O'Brien.
Oh, wow.
In with his lovely wife Liza to have dinner.
Well, that's
and they
great.
were so nice. I tried to get him a table right away, and he's like, "Oh no, I can wait." And I was like, "No, just a minute, sir. Just give me 1 moment." Set him up nicely.
Well, at least he's kind. He's not pushy.
Oh yes.
That's great.
Yes.
It's great when the rich and famous realize that they started somewhere.
Absolutely. We're all human beings.
That's right.
No matter what you do for a living.
Ross ran over here to do an interview in 5 minutes so he could get on an airplane.
Oh yay! That's
I
so
know,
nice.
it's crazy.
Did you have a good chat with him?
5 minutes.
Yeah. 5
Solid
minutes is all you need with Ross.
5 minutes. Well, yeah. I mean, and you got to interrupt him, which is the opposite of what was supposed to happen.
I know. We had planned it the other way around, where I would be talking to you, and then Ross
I know, and
would
Ross
come
would run in and tackle us both to the ground
I
and
like
yell
this
something
role
about
reversal.
Walking Dead and then cut off a hand and then run away.
That is his way.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's usually, because he was over here and he was trying to do something with his left hand and remembered it was cut off.
Is it a shame to say I've not yet seen an episode of Walking Dead?
No, I haven't either. I've interviewed like 3 people from it and I've never seen it.
It takes the pressure off, right? Because
it
it's
does, yeah.
I'm not familiar with your work.
I'm not
so
sure.
I
Do you
treat as
shuffled?
human.
Are you a zombie? Are you some other guy? I mean, the one guy was like, I was the worst person killed in the show because I was literally cooking in the woods with headphones on and a zombie came up and bit me.
Oh.
Well, that's not really,
tragic.
I mean, if I was in a world of zombies, I wouldn't have headphones on.
No, and I wouldn't be cooking in the woods
No.
if I could avoid it. I
Seems
feel
like
like
they'd
the
smell it. Yeah, it's
exactly.
like a bear, right?
Thank you. Exactly.
I mean, I know they like brains, but it seems like, a good, Vienna sausage might attract them too.
Beans
so.
and toast, just as
Well,
good.
yeah, I mean, that's probably smells like brains.
It looks like brains.
It does look like brains. Maybe that's what they're attracted to. Just the look.
Now I'm hungry.
It's not for brains, is it?
Not for brains, for beans and toast.
Beans and
Vienna
toast.
sausage.
And Vienna. Well, at least you're balancing out the proteins.
That's true. You got it.
Yeah. You get the carbs, the proteins, and the legumes.
The legumes.
The legumes, yeah. It's one of those great words that nobody uses, and it's a weird food that nobody hardly ever eats.
In LA, I feel there are a lot of legumes consumed.
A lot of bean eaters.
A lot of bean eaters because
Does
there's
that
a lot
have to do with all the smog then? No? Okay. I thought maybe that helped create the smog.
It's a good thought.
Not
there's
really.
lots of vegans and vegetarians in Los Angeles, and a lot of restaurants that cater to that particular eating style.
Doesn't that create a lot of methane?
You know, they do a really good job masking it.
Oh, okay.
We have these bags that I think you just go into the bag.
Oh,
You
wow.
have
Yeah. It's just a horrible thought, really.
It is.
It's just the weirdest thing ever.
I think we should just all invest in bottles of Beano.
There you go.
Do you know they make Beano as a syrup that you can like squirt
Yes.
into your food? I haven't tried that yet, but I think I would eat a lot more lentils if.
They should probably just put it next to the plate for the vegans.
Yes.
It would probably save us all.
It probably would.
We wouldn't die of gaseous poisoning.
It's ideas like this that make me think you should be in charge of things, Space Ghost.
I'm not sure I should. I'm pretty sure everything would go awry and it would be just wrong. The world would just collapse and everybody would end up with lollipops and a pony.
That sounds like a great world. That sounds like a world I would want to
Somebody's
live
got to clean up the mess. Who would that be?
in. Ross.
Well, I guess we could make Ross do it.
Yeah.
I mean, he ran off.
Yeah.
So.
He's got nothing else to do.
Yeah, really. I mean, just walking around, no hand. Well, I think we have to end the show.
It was such a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for
Really,
having
really
me on.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you all for watching.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, hi there. I didn't hear you come in. This is Ross Marquand from The Walking Dead and Avengers, and I am here today to let you know that I am now on
Space Ghost Live, interviews from planet Earth.